Again, what pisses me off is it really bothers me
Grinds your gears,
that
man. It grinds your gears.
that they set this up on purpose so there is division. They never talk. They never get to they never tell you the whole story. They just give you little pieces. They give you little bits of the icebergs just to keep people busy and fighting back and forth while they're doing something else. They're distracting from what's really going on. And I see a lot of people that are like, "Oh, like, did you hear about this? You know, I read it." I'm like, "Oh, where'd you get the information?" Or like, "Oh, I was watching the news last night." I'm like, "For fuck's sakes," you know. It's like, and then when you understand, they don't tell you the truth. Watching the news is like, remember, what was it, National Enquirer? It gives you a little bit of the information, but it's so far off from the truth. And it's like, people are like, I don't watch the news for a lot of reasons. I don't watch the news because I know it's fake. I know that they're not giving you the real answer. I know it's an agenda that they want to manipulate you to think a certain way. A lot of we'll get into it too, like, you know, a lot of the monies that the news makes a majority of their money off advertising. So they have to play up to the advertisers. And it's just like, if you want to know the real reason behind something, you have to dig layers and layers and layers deep. And you got to find non-biased news channels or just like even online channels that can uncover. I get my news from Instagram. I get it from Joe Rogan. And I get it from like other people that I follow in the financing. That's where I get my news. And I'm okay with that. I might not know. I don't have the time to sit there and dig and figure out the real answer. Right. I do enough meditation. I've done enough plant medicines. I've done enough working on myself that I know when somebody's bullshitting me.
Yes.
I'm not easily manipulated. And I just don't, to me, it's just a carnival of bullshit that's out there.
It is. So I got a question though, right? Because I'm curious, what brought you to this stage and phase of how you perceive the news? Was it like, damn, I got the rug pulled from under me? Or have you been naturally curious?
Well, I always knew from day one, just watching the news, you can have like 3 different news channels and they're all telling you the same story, but they're telling you it differently to manipulate you. I'm like, yeah, like, it's almost like we talked about before. This might be a bad analogy, but religion, like Christianity, we talked about, right? There's over 30,000 different sects of Christianity. And if Jesus would come back and be like, there's 30,000 versions of me, or obviously you people don't understand what real Christianity or what I was talking about. So when you're reading all these different news channels and everyone's got a different opinion about something, or someone's giving you facts about something, and it's like so many different variations of it, do you really understand what's going on, or do they really understand what's going on? No, you're using it as a manipulation tool.
Be sure to check out the full episode, Unmasking the Manipulation, the Truth About News and Fear. Link in the show notes.